I just found something in my bathroom that has survived every mass extinction in Earth's history. Dinosaurs? Gone. Ice Age? Gone. Multiple asteroid impacts that wiped out 90% of all life on the planet. This thing didn't even slow down. And right now, there is almost certainly one living inside your house. Most people see it and immediately grab a shoe. But before you do that, let me show you exactly why that is one of the dumbest things you could do. Here's why it gets killed every single time. It's fast, it's silver, it moves like something that crawled out of a nightmare, and it shows up without warning in your bathroom or your bookshelf, usually at the worst possible moment. This is the silverfish. It's been on Earth for over 400 million years. It was here before trees existed, before sharks, before anything with a backbone. And in all that time, it has never once evolved wings, never developed venom, never grown claws. So why does it keep getting murdered on sight? Because it looks strange, moves weird, and nobody ever told you what it's actually doing in your house. Start with the body, because there's nothing else like it. A silverfish is covered in tiny overlapping scales, the same structural design as a fish, which is why it looks metallic and slippery under light. It has 3 long, hair-like tails at the rear, plus 2 antennae at the front nearly as long as its body. That gives it almost 360-degree sensory coverage of its surroundings without ever moving its head. But here's the part that should genuinely stop you. A silverfish has no wings, no venom glands, no defensive bite, and no method of harming you at all. What it does have is a body plan so efficient that evolution has not changed it in over 400 million years. Scientists call animals like this living fossils, organisms so well adapted to their environment that natural selection has had nothing to improve. The silverfish running across your bathroom floor tonight is anatomically identical to silverfish that lived before the dinosaurs. You are looking at something that survived everything, and you're about to hit it with a shoe. Here's what nobody tells you. Silverfish are not eating your food. They're not after your pets. They are a decomposer, one of nature's cleaners, and their job is to break down dead organic material that accumulates in any home. Shed skin cells, dust, mold spores, paper fibers, starchy adhesives behind old wallpaper. Things that would otherwise pile up unnoticed and feed far worse pests. Silverfish quietly process all of it. They are also exclusively solitary and nocturnal, which means if you're seeing one, you're seeing about 1% of the picture. They don't swarm, they don't build colonies. Each one operates alone, at night, in the damp, dark corners of your home, doing work you will never notice until it stops getting done. The reason they show up in bathrooms and basements is exactly the same reason you'd find a dehumidifier useful in those rooms. They need moisture to survive. A silverfish presence is almost always a humidity signal, not a threat. Your house has a damp spot somewhere, and the silverfish found it before you did. No, a silverfish cannot bite you in any meaningful sense. Its mouth parts are built for scraping microscopic organic particles off surfaces, not for breaking skin. There are no reported cases of silverfish bites causing injury to humans. It carries no venom. It transmits no disease. It does not sting, scratch, or jump. Here is the full, honest list of things a silverfish can damage if a large population goes completely unaddressed for a long time. The binding glue of old books, the starch in certain fabrics, and paper. That's it. And even that level of damage only happens in extreme infestations in spaces that already have a serious humidity problem. To put it plainly, you are more at risk from the moisture issue the silverfish is pointing you toward than from the silverfish itself. Every single time we go through one of these creatures, the same pattern appears. An animal survives for hundreds of millions of years by being extraordinarily good at one specific thing, And humans, who have existed for the blink of an eye by comparison, look at it for half a second and decide it needs to die because it looks unusual. The silverfish has been perfecting its role in the ecosystem since before mammals existed. It breaks down dead matter. It signals moisture problems. It harms nothing. And it has survived every catastrophe this planet has thrown at it. The only thing on Earth that seems to be a genuine threat to it is someone who just bought a new roll of paper towels. The instinct to kill something because it moves strangely is old. It made sense once, when strange moving things in the dark were actually dangerous. But a silverfish is not that. It is the opposite of that. It is a 400-million-year-old janitor working quietly in the parts of your house you never look at, and the most rational thing you can do is leave it alone. So here's what to actually do. First, if you don't want silverfish in your living space, fix the moisture. A bathroom exhaust fan, a dehumidifier in the basement, sealing leaking pipes. These will do more than any spray ever will, and they address the actual problem instead of just the symptom. Second, check the areas silverfish favor. Under sinks, around water heaters, in cardboard storage boxes kept in damp spaces. If you find a large cluster, that's not a silverfish crisis. That's a leak or a ventilation problem you didn't know about yet. Third, if you do find one and simply don't want it indoors, slide a cup over it and take it outside. You are not in danger. It is not aggressive. The whole relocation takes about 4 seconds. And next time one sprints across your floor at 2 in the morning, take a breath. That's a creature that survived the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. It's not trying to hurt you. It's been doing its job in places like your house for 400 million years. The least you can do is let it finish its shift. If this changed how you'll look at the next strange thing you find in your house, this channel is built exactly for you. We go through the creatures you've been told to fear, one at a time, and we find out what they're actually doing. Subscribe before you leave, because next time we're covering a creature that half the internet insists will burrow into your ear while you sleep. The real story is weirder and considerably less terrifying than you've heard.